Hello friends, welcome you all. Today we are going to learn about the exercise number 7th, that is pest of castor and sunflower, which includes in the course that is ENTO 354 for the semester 5th new. As you know that the castor and the sunflower are the major oilseed crops. So the first, that is the pest of castor. In that castor, the castor semilooper, it is the first and major pest of castor, and the species is Achia janata. It is the Lepidopteran pest. The name is semilooper because during walking or while walking, the caterpillar of the Achia janata form a half loop, hence known as a semilooper larva. It is the voraciously feeder on the leaves. They start their feeding from margin up to the midrib, and in case of severe infestation, the skeletonization of the leaves occurs and plant is completely defoliate. For the management purpose of the semiloopers, we can spray the crop with the neem-based product like azadirachtin and the lambda-cyhalothrin, fenvalerate, imamectin benzoates are the recommended insecticides against the semilooper in the castor. Then the next pest, that is the shoot and capsule borer, and the species is Conogathus punctiferalis. The name, that is the shoot and capsule borer. It means that at an initial condition, the caterpillar of the Conogathus, it is feed on the shoots, and after that, after the capsule formation, it attack on the capsules. As a result of feeding, in case of severe infestation, the dried shoots, waved inflorescence, tender capsules, and the damaged capsules can be seen in the infested plant or infested crop areas. Then, for the management practice, the lambda-cyhalothrin and the cypermethrin are the recommended insecticides against the castor, capsule, and shoot borer. Next, that is the tobacco-leaf-eating caterpillar. It is also the major pest of the castor. The moth of the tobacco leaf-eating caterpillar lay their eggs in a masses on the surface of the leaves, and after the hatching from the eggs, the initial install larva, that is the new nut larva, feed by scraping the green tissues and causing a papery patches on the surface of the leaves. Then after the subsequent development of the growth of the larva or the the later install larva feed on the leaves by cutting the leaves, and in the infested fields we can see in the different cutting leaves of the castor crops. Uh, Hence, this pest is also act as a defoliators, and in case of severe infestation, this skeletonization leaves is occurs. For the monitoring purpose of this Spodoptera litura, we can install this experiment trap at the rate of 2 to 3 trap per acre with a spodolure, and as a preventive purpose, the deep summer plowing you should be follow. Then, in curative purpose, there is one mechanical practice, that is the collection and destruction of egg masses and early install larva. Then SLNPV, that is the Spodoptera litura nuclear polyoidosis virus. It is the insect virus and it is very effective against the Spodoptera litura. Then imamectin benzoates, phenolate, and the lambda-cyhalothrin are the recommended insecticides against the tobacco leaf-eating caterpillar. The next, that is the sucking pest, castor, jussids, nymphs, and adult are the damaging stages. The nymphs and adult, it is congregated on the lower surface of the leaves and start their feeding by sucking the cell sap, and during feeding they inject their toxic saliva into the host tissue and produce one characteristic symptom, that is the hopper burn symptoms. In this slide we can see here the hopper burn symptoms of the castor leaves. Then next, that is the castor slug caterpillar, is also called as sting caterpillar, and it is voraciously feeder on the leaves, start their feeding from margin up to the midrim, and in case of severe infestation the complete defoliation of the plant is occurs. Then these are the different species of the hairy caterpillar. There are near about the 4 species of the hairy caterpillar which attack on the uh, castor crops. They feed on the leaves and plant is completely defoliate. Next, that is the sunflower crop, and it is one of the major oilseed crop in India as well as in Maharashtra. In that, there is one first and major pest, that is the capitulum or head borer, and the species is Helicoverpa armigera. The name itself indicates that the name, that is the capitulum or head borer. The caterpillar is the damaging stage. After the hatching from the eggs, the larvae enter into the heads and feeding on the developing ovaries or developing seeds. As a result of feeding, in case of severe infestation, it affect on the seed setting and seed is directly reduce, that is the infestation by the capitulum borer. For the management practices of the capitulum or head borer of the sunflower, uh, in sunflower crop, for the monitoring purpose, we can install the sex pheromone trap with the helilure, then set up the light trap, then intercropping with green gram, black gram, groundnut, and soybeans, then sowing the jawar or maize as a water crops around the sunflower field. Then here the marigold is act as a trap crop. Then next, that is the biopesticides: HANPV, Helicoverpa armigera nuclear polyhedrosis virus, BT, Bacillus thuringiensis, Nomarili. These are the biopesticides. It is very effective against the Helicoverpa armigera. Then trichogramma. This is one of the effective laboratory-based egg parasitoids mostly used against the Lepidopteran insects. Then spinosides and decamethrin are the recommended insecticides in sunflower crops against the capitulum or head borer. Next, that is the thrips. There are the two major species of the thrips which attack in the sunflower crops. In that, the first, that is the Scriptothrips dorsalis, and next thrips palmi. These thrips having rasping and sucking type of mouth parts, they scraping the epidermal layers of the leaves and sucking the oozing cell sap, and as a result of feeding, in case of severe infestation, the leaves show a silvery whitey patches. Then here the thrips palmi, it act as a vector for the sunflower bird necrosis virus in the sunflower crop. For the management purpose, we can treat the seeds with a thiamethoxam. Then, in a curative purpose, the Lecanicillium lecani is the very effective biopesticides against the thrips. Then, 5% NSK and azadrectin are the botanical insecticides mostly used against the sucking pests. Then, imidacloprid, it is one of the best systemic insecticide used against thrips. Next, that is the BR hairy caterpillars. These hairy caterpillars, the caterpillar is the damaging stage, and early instar larvae feed in the groups by scraping green leaf tissues, and later instar larvae feed voraciously on the leaves, and as a result of feeding, in case of severe infestation, a whitey, peppery, or the whitey mesh occurs on the leaves at early stage, and at a later stage causing a defoliation of the plants completely. For the management purpose, collection and destruction of egg masses and early instar larvae, then pre-monsoon deep plowing, then intercropping with pigeon pea, it is very effective to reduce the infestation of the VR hairy caterpillar in case of sunflower crop. Then removal and destruction of alternate host or weed. Then cypermethrin, lambda cyhalothrin, and indoxacarb are the recommended insecticides against the VR hairy caterpillar in sunflower crop. Then next, that is the tobacco lipating caterpillar, Spodoptera litura. The early instar larvae of the Spodoptera litura feed gregariously by scraping the green tissue of the leaves from the lower surface of the leaves and form a whitey or peppery patches. Then subsequent larva, or growth of the subsequent larva or later instar larva, they spread entire field and feed on the leaves and head as well, and plant completely defoliate. For the monitoring purpose of the Spodoptera litura, we can install the sex pheromone trap, deep summer plowing as a preventive measures, and in curative measures, the SLNPB, numerarily, and the Bacillus thuringiensis are the biopesticides used against the tobacco lipating caterpillar, and imamectin benzoate, novaluron, and lambda cyhalothrin are the recommended insecticides against the tobacco lipating caterpillar in case of sunflower crop. Then next, that is the semilooper. There are the two species of the semiloopers here, and the semiloopers having a caterpillar in the damaging stage, and they start their feeding by cutting the leaves, and in case of severe infestation, the plant completely defoliated and reduce the yield. For the management practices, numerarily is the one of the effective biofungicides. Then 5% NSK and azadrectin are the botanical insecticides, and cypermethrin and indoxacarb are the pesticides or chemical pesticides used against the semilooper. Then this is all about the different insect pest population of the castor and sunflower crop. Okay, thank you.